I come to you on Bethrazin's behalf. No, it's not a traitorous Onyx Guard Oil. It is, of course, me, YesterQuest, welcoming you back to another 2 attacks for the price of 1 episode of Disciples 2, the Legions of the Damned campaign. Let's crack straight on. We left on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Will Mango take the city of Devonin? Yes, of course he will, because it's going to be a piece of bit, especially as it's guarded by just a man-at-arms and spearman. So let's get this well underway. I think I'm going to try and save the devil from getting as much damage. There we go, like so. Sorry, I ran out of words just for a second. Yeah, essentially what I wanted to say was I just wanted to save as much damage incoming for the devil. I still don't think that makes sense, so I'm just going to shut up. You get the idea. Sadly, the Berserker's taken quite a bit of a beating instead, so we will have to solve that little problem at some point. But we've taken the city. Do we get a little bit of a spiel? Here we do. Why such violence? What is it that your kind seek? Nope, nothing there. No response. He's just swift to death. We are, of course, looking for warm, fuzzy kittens and rainbows and unicorns. You know, just the usual things that devils and demons are kind of after. So we're going to leave Mango in here for another turn, methinks, because any other fight that we get into is just going to result in more damage to the Berserker. We do also have our lovely big, slow, lumbering friend Asteroth here, which is doing a bit of exploration for us, which is rather nice of him. And somehow he turns into a very small boat as he traverses the sea. I've no idea why. We've got a ruined tower, though. I suspect Asteroth's going to be enough to take care of whatever's inside there. We're not going to go in with a summon or anything. We're just going to plop straight in, and yeah, this looks fine. It should be pretty easy just to deal with. One thing that occurred to me, I wasn't too sure if Asteroth actually has any armor. He doesn't know. I didn't think he did, because he's got huge amounts of XP, not XP, HP anyway, so let's face it, he doesn't really need it. There we go. Battle of the Juggernauts there, that was quite sumptuous. A lot of experience for him, and do we get anything nice from it? The reason I'm doing this instead... Oh, 400 gold, lovely. And an Ignis Potens. Reason I did that instead of sending Mango in there for the experiences, because it's quite important we get the gold very early on in the game, just to make sure we've got the upgrade structures built for our units. We've already got the mage unit. That is built, isn't it? Yes, it is. We've already got the mage unit and warrior unit buildings already erected. And so this just leaves the Unholy Gate for our devil. And I think we're good for the first level of first tier of units. Sadly, Mango's units have already upgraded, so we're going to have to think about the next tier, but we shouldn't be too far off that. We've already got a nice bit of gold already. So there we go, that's the end of this particular turn. Let's end this here. Not a lot happening with the rival lords. We just saw a dwarven unit approach Asteroth. I'm not too sure what that is, but we've got a little bit of dialogue. It's a possessed. Master of the Alliance have sent a messenger to meet us.
You will pay for your crimes, demons. We have assembled a force which you can never hope to beat. Return to the fires which you sprang from.
Ha ha. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do a laugh with this accent, sorry. Ha ha ha. Toy not with us, half-men. We will not do... Sorry, I have recovered from that minor issue I had there. I'm sorry, I just couldn't go on any further. I needed to compose myself. Let's carry on after that bombshell. Mango's pretty much healed up now. Let's send him off on a little bit of a campaign. A couple of zombies there. We've got a magic shop. Ooh. This orc champion is looking a bit beaten. Might as well take advantage of this. Take him down in one shot, so might as well. Won't get much experience because he was very much weakened anyway. 43 is not bad, mind, for each unit. Can't grumble at that. Potion of striking. Forest walk scrolls. Target stack will suffer no penalty when venturing forests. Okay. Looks to me like one of the enemy lords had a pop at that stack of units and failed, resulting in the leader dying and passing on all of his possessions to the stack instead. I'm not going to bother with those goblins. So we're probably nearing... there we go, yeah. Nearing one of the enemy lords. And it seems to be the mountain clans, I would say, judging by the lay of the land and the colour of it. A bit further on that. What we're doing with Asteroth, I'm slightly tempted to send him back down here to take on the Haunted Tower. Although you won't have to go through these people. And also, if we're up against the Undead and they have, for instance, a Werewolf or Death, or even Wraith actually, I think they're immune to weapons as well, he's going to be very much knackered. So we need to be a little bit careful in Undead lands, just in case, or anything that could suggest that there would be any enemies which are immune to weapons. That's just a thief, so that's fine. Let's move him a little bit further up. And looks like we've got is that a ranger leader of the dwarves? Might as well try and block his path. Anything we can do to hamper the dwarven efforts is pretty much a done deal. I think we're pretty much done with this turn as well, actually, so let's end that there. Still not a lot of action from the enemy Lord units. Don't worry, if anything of interest does happen, I will go to the action just to let you know, but it's... I mean, if you add up all the time, it's around about 3 to 5 minutes each episode of just the enemies taking their turn. Basically, this thief moved and the rod planter went round Mango, so, I don't think it's a great use of time to show you that kind of stuff. I would quite like that gold mine though, so we may have to employ the services of another Baroness at some point. Scary undead land. Ooh, I'm saying undead, scary undead lands, but I've spied the city of Selonia. We have no way of investigating what's in there though. We don't have any summon spells. The illusion spells are no good to us either because you can't actually attack with those. What's this? It's a bronze ring. Thank you very much. Oh, and an ogre. I think we can probably take that ogre. He's going to do a lot of damage and we're going to take at least one hit. But I think it's going to be worth the risk, personally. Nice big chunk of XP. Don't know who he's going to go for, because all of these people have the same amount of HP, and you can do the same damage to all of them, I believe. Yeah, 170 for each. Berserker slightly damaged, so he's probably going to go for him. However, if we got the Berserker to defend, he would probably just go for someone else, because he can do more damage to them. So, never mind. Lovely amount of XP, 78 there. And we've also discovered a tower, which looks absolutely nothing like a tower. I think someone was under the influence of alcohol, whoever named that. And rightly so. Let's have a go at this. Cagneric. Why not? Looks like we've got another one of the cities that we need there as well. This is a little bit scary because the alchemist is obviously going to go for the rock giant, I suspect, which means we're going to get another unit which is going to do 2 attacks for the price of 1. Here we go. That's not very pleasant. Looks like he's going to get another shot in as well, which is Pain City for Asteroth. Poor little bugger. Oh, he's missed at least. Okay. He's going to be fine though. Just about. Take down the rock giant. He's going to get a swing in on the leader. And of course, he's going to get 2 shots now. I'll give him this much. It's nail-biting stuff, because that could have gone either way, let's face it. But thankfully, victory is ours. There we go. Marvellous. 480 XP, nice. Now he needs to run away very, very quickly indeed. And I'm slightly concerned he's not going to be quick enough, so we'll send him down south. Probably best to get him hauled up in the capital, as he's served his purpose reasonably well. Let's take a look at this city up here. I'm beginning to think there's... We can't right-click on it to get information, but I'm beginning to think there's like an aura around the city in the same way there's one around this city here to signify that it's one of our objectives. See, this is Selonia, so that is hopefully one of the others that we need. So we've spied 2 of them already. But of course the name of the game in Disciples is to get your main leader leveled up, so we probably need to work on that a little bit. But for now, let's not end our turn, because I've just spied that we've got enough gold to build another upgrade structure. So let's see who's going to level up first. I think it's going to be one of these berserkers, because we've had one of the berserkers since we started at the beginning. It's going to be this little chap here, I suspect. Yeah, definitely not these 2. So we shall build the anti-paladin doodah Tower of Souls, of course. There we go. Now it's time to end our turn. The fact that I've not cut the video to during one of the rival lord's turns means that Asteroth did survive. He was under no threat whatsoever. But we've got a little bit of dialogue from an occultist here. What kind of accent did he have? I think it was Jamaican, wasn't it? You have evaded us long enough, demon boy. We will not rest until we find you. Before you touch Bethrazin, you will have to deal with me. Sorry, that went a bit Yoda. Your turn will come, our master will destroy you all. But who's his master? Spine tingling action there. And dialogue, which is not normally what you'd expect in Disciples 2, let's face it. Potion of Mind, that's quite nice. Tempted to explore the tower? Could be anything. I also don't want to be a bit save scummy and save the turn. Oh bollocks, let's do it. Save. Tower, really? I meant to do a question mark, but that didn't work. Oh god. There we go. Probably doesn't like dots in the save name. There we go. Let's have a look. And then if not, we can pull out. Like a cheap whore. Oh god. I think we might have to. Elder Vampire. Good lord. I'm going to fight it anyway, just to see if we could get any joy from it. Berserkers, I think, damaged as well, yeah. No. And they're all missing. Brilliant. For God's sake, let's just instantly resolve it. And bask in the death, or indeed undeath. Goodbye, Mango. You will be missed. For a little bit, until we load the game, of course. What did I say it does? Go over, lost it. Tower, really. There we go. Thank you. Anyway, now we know what's in there. I am worse than scum. I know. You'll get over it one day. I still haven't. Saving the game and then going into a ruin. Ugh, what's the world coming to? Asteroth, yeah, you're going to have to run, I think. You go down here. You'll see the dwarves kind of circled round him. Like proverbial flies round shit. I'm going to actually use Mango to clean some of these guys out because they're annoying me. It's just road planters and thieves, but, you know. They're more often some of the more annoying ones anyway. I think he had a go at the Berserker, did he? Maybe not. And I don't think we're going to have enough movement points, but let's, I don't know, bully him with our ghastly presence. There we go. That's the end of this turn, I believe. Don't have enough money for a new building, so let's end that there. Just a little bit of action from the Dwarven Lord, as usual. Just moving his rod planters and sorry, not dwarves. Of course, they're all dwarves. Thieves around the map. I'm going to. Yeah, I think it's going to be advantageous to get a rod planter out here. You can see 2 nodes already that I want in the form of that infernal mana and gold. Oh, there's another gold. Yeah, this is looking like one of those times where it's going to be good to do this. I need another name. Blah, blah, blah. I can't remember. It's going to have to be our little mud crab. There she is.
De Noct Valorium.
De Noct Valorium, indeed. I know we will eventually get the gold mine eventually. We're going to have to remove the rod anyway, so we might as well plant a rod there and get a few more turns of gold. It should hopefully pay for itself. Now, do we investigate further north or to the east, or... Oh, I just don't know. Berserker's looking roughed up, so we might have to essentially just concentrate on battles where he's not going to get too much of a beating. I think we're going to give this city a bit of a wide berth at the moment. Still going to obviously take down this twat. Oh, we've got a level up for the devil there, into the demon. Super. That's always welcome. Should we take down the thief as well? Might as well. There's no harm in it. Goodbye to you. Splendid. I do love the instant resolve feature that they put in Disciples too. Just makes things so much more convenient. You've done all your movement points, so have you, and so have you. Oh, that's the end of that then. Let's leave this here, and end of turn. Usual shenanigans from the Dwarven Lord, Thief and Rod Planter. This Rod Planter is suspiciously close to this Orc. I'm calling foul play on this one. Oh, I suppose he's a little bit further north of it, but if I did that, he'd probably end up trying to fight the Orc. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that the game is cheating or it's against me or anything, but... You know, if I did that, no chance. There we go. Let's get rid of that thief. We'll see what this little shit does down here. Keep an eye on him. Got a troll, a couple of wolves. You know what? I think we can take the wolves. If we do a bit of this. Let's go for it. Because I'm far, far too stingy to use a healing potion or anything like that. If we concentrate on this wolf, he should go down reasonably quickly. He's gone for the Berserker anyway, so I think I'm going to get you to defend, actually. You're going to have to defend. And what is this wolf going to do? He's going to go for the defending Berserker as well. So, now that I know that both wolves are going to concentrate the fire on the Berserker, we'll see if we can get rid of this wolf quickly. We can. This is good. That wolf's going to have a pop at him. We'll just get the two Berserkers to defend again, and hopefully that should be enough. Yeah, you do your little thing there. That's great. And there we go. Lovely. Decent amount of XP. While I'm at it, let's do this. He's got a nice amount of XP. So stick him in the middle. Hopefully get him to soak up some damage. That could well be another Rod Planter. You never know. Is Maloran one of the ones that we need to capture? Where's the quest objective? Briefing, there it is. Blah, 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 blah. Selonia, Tunselhart, Maloran. Yep, there we go. We've got all three cities in our sights. I'm pretty sure this is obviously going to be that something hall. I don't know. So, yeah, we've surprisingly got all of our quest objectives in sight already. Let's bring Asteroth downstairs into the dungeons for a little bit of healing. Sexual healing, that is. And he's ready to go next turn, I think. Let's get rid of this rod. There we go. And I think we're pretty good. Let's end this turn. And there we go. That's that turn over with. Nothing particularly exciting happening again with the dwarves. Empire has made absolutely no move whatsoever against us so far, which is interesting. It's just all on the dwarves, and I'm pretty sure we've pretty much, well, almost got to the edge of the map. So the Empire are hiding away somewhere, mustering their forces, one can only assume. But let's leave things here. We'll pick things up again in the next episode. We've done a huge amount of exploring, I must say. I have excelled myself. So we'll leave things here, and we'll get to pillaging in the next episode. See you then, my little cohorts of chaos.